My name's Maureen Rauschberg, and I have stage 4 metastatic lung cancer. I was in great shape, had been running 6 miles 4 days a week, working out on the other days, had never been in better shape in my life, and went out for a run and my hips started to hurt. And after a few weeks, it didn't get any better. So I went to my orthopedist, and he said, "Oh, it's a sports injury." Did an MRI a few weeks later and found a tumor in my hip. They didn't know where the cancer was originally. They eventually, once the biopsies and pathology came back, realized it was lung cancer and told me that I probably would not live to see my daughter graduate from high school. And I'm happy to say that my daughter is now a junior in college. So we then had my upper left lobe removed. I only had one tumor in my upper left lobe, and it was small. So they were able to remove that lung in a very easy procedure. And in fact, I had it done on a Tuesday and drove my son to soccer practice on Saturday. Because there was still some cancer in a lymph node left, I did 4 rounds of chemo, and I also had radiation to my hip. But I feel like if I'm still here, there must be a reason. I need to let people know that just because you meet somebody who has lung cancer, they didn't get it because they deserve it. There is an overabundance of women today who are being diagnosed with lung cancer who have never smoked. I have non-smoking lung cancer. The hardest thing for me during this time, back in 2011, of course, was telling my children. At the time, I had a daughter in 10th grade, a son in 7th grade, and another son in 5th grade. Nobody wants to tell their kids they have lung cancer.
And people treat you differently when they hear it's lung cancer, like you deserved it. Nobody deserves prostate cancer. Nobody deserves breast cancer. Nobody deserves leukemia. And nobody deserves lung cancer. And that's what I would really like to stress the most. We need the support for this disease. It's the #1 killer of women. You can combine breast cancer and the other 3 cancers that come after it and lump it into one category, and lung cancer kills more people every year than those 3 combined. I met a lovely woman. She was actually 3 days younger than me. We were exactly the same age. She was a past smoker, coincidentally, but she didn't deserve lung cancer either. She had quit smoking. And she was lovely. We became friends on Facebook. We hugged, we cried. Within a year of her diagnosis, she passed away. Even though I barely knew her, it just really was just devastating to me. People who I've heard about in the community who have been diagnosed with lung cancer since me have all passed away. So I must be here for a reason still. And that's to make sure that you all know that we need to help fund research to cure this disease. It's curable. We just need early detection. Not everything that came out of my cancer diagnosis was a sad thing. It made me appreciate everything I have so much more than I did before. I appreciate my family, my home, my health, which I do have, even though I still take my cancer medicine every day. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll have it for a long time. I've gone on vacations that might have been put off had I not had my diagnosis, but it pushed us to do all those really great things. And I got to see my daughter graduate from high school, and I'm about to see my second son graduate from high school this year. I got to see my daughter continue to compete in forensics in college, at the college level, to see my boys play soccer. Every single one of those moments is so precious and important. So, not everything is sad every day. The purpose of this is just to bring awareness to the fact that lung cancer, it seems to get swept under the table. People don't want to talk about it because it's unpleasant, and until very recently, the outcome was usually very dismal. But we need to talk about it, and we need research, and we need funding, and we need new medication. So please, help support lung cancer research. Thanks for listening to my story.